Hello, so myself Vishal Bhartiya, and my topic is HIIT versus moderate cardio study. And here's the article. So why I choose a study? So the first part of the assignment is to explain why I choose the study. So honestly, the main reason to choose this subject, HIIT versus regular cardio, is something I have always been curious about. And online, many people claim that about HIIT is the best thing ever, and I also want to check it. Is it true scientifically? So also the topic is comfortable, relatable, and useful for me. So I picked this topic which made sense for me. And my reading experience, I follow the instruction and read the study twice. The first time I read straight through and I understand the basic idea that they were comparing HIIT versus moderate cardio, but I didn't catch all the details. So some parts felt a bit theoretical, technical, and I was not fully sure about it. And the second time when I read, I slowed down and read more carefully. So this really helped me, and I started noticing the details and about how they analyze the data and what outcomes they looked for. And so the second read definitely made me study more clearer than before. So the five W's. So who, what, where, when, and why. So the who are the adults doing the cardio. What? Comparing HIIT versus moderate cardio. We are comparing that. Where? We are comparing from the results of different studies. When the recent years and why I want to see which method improve the fitness more. So my first read I wasn't sure super obvious where all the information was, but on the second read everything become easier to identify. They are simpler but not present in one place, and the second read put them together. Abstract feedback. For the abstract I also read it twice. When I read it the first time my reaction was okay, this is informative, but the kind of technical, they use terms like VO2 max and effect size without explaining them, and for general person that might be confusing. After reading the first study and then coming back to the abstract, I made more sense, but overall feeling is that abstract is not very friendly for normal readers. It's clear but not simple. So the aim of study was actually one of the clearest part. They simply wanted to compare the effects of HIIT and moderate continuous training. I like that the aim was easy to find and straightforward. Since I am personally interested in this topic, the aim definitely matched what I wanted to learn from this. Purpose and design. Now, talking about the purpose and the design, this was systematic review and meta-analysis. In the simple word, instead of doing one small experiment, they collected many studies and combined the details. So in this, they collected all the studies and they put the details of all. I think they use this design because it gives a big picture answer. If they tasted only 10 to 20 or 20 people, it wouldn't be strong evidence. But using many studies give more reliable conclusion. The methods. The methods were also pretty simple to straightforward. Took different studies that compared HIIT, high intensity interval training, and moderate cardio, looked at how those studies measured fitness, and then compared the results. The main thing they focused on was VO2 max, which is basically how well your body uses oxygen during exercises. So when we are doing exercises, how our body is utilizing the oxygen. The reason this method works is because the question is broad, which is better overall. So reviewing many studies at once makes sense. The numbers. The numbers part was not as overwhelmingly expected. The main thing is that stood out of was that high intensity interval training improved VO2 max slightly more than moderate cardio. But both training methods improve fitness. So both training methods definitely improve fitness, but the VO2 max is more in the high intensity interval training. For me, as someone who goes to the gym, and that makes total sense, and HIIT is intense and time efficient, but regular cardio also works. So I didn't focus on the abstract statistics. I focused more on what numbers mean in real life. So we will go to the findings. So what? So now the big question, so what? What do these findings mean? The results basically says both high intensity interval training and regular moderate cardio improve fitness. Definitely, they improve fitness, but high intensity interval training gives a slightly bigger improvement in less time. For me, the answers my interest, I felt like a movie that actually matched the trailer. It didn't surprise me, but it confirmed what I believed. Both methods work and HIIT is just more time efficient. So if we want to improve in a less time of period, then HIIT is definitely thumbs up. And the moderate cardio we can do in the regular basis, but HIIT gives slightly better age. So yes, it met my expectations. The criticism. Now my critique of the study. Strength. The strength of the study is the purpose was clear. Yes, the design was strong, and they use a lot of data. Yeah, they use a different studies and they use a lot of data. The weaknesses, the weaknesses are there are too many technical terms which is hard to get for the beginner learner. Statistics can feel heavy, so not all persons feel it's better. So statistics can be heavy, not easy for the normal people to read, as I told before. So if I were advising the authors, I would say try using simpler words and excuse me. So yes, moreover, if we will talk about the the presentation, they can put it in the more simpler way. For example, the Via to Max, they can put in the simple words and they can put more pictures and use a simpler language. So yes, overall the scientifically, it's a strong paper, but it couldn't be presented in a more simple and clear way. So the conclusion, overall the study was good, yes, definitely, and I learned a lot from it. It's helpful for the fitness professionals and it shows that both cardio styles have benefits. But the study could be easier to read if they simplified some parts. So as we told before, the the way it can be simpler. So it is easy to read for the beginner learner. So yeah, thank you for watching my critic. I appreciate it. Thank you, Professor.